Greetings, golf lovers. You are tuned in to OTB TV coverage of the PDGA Pro World Championships presented by Grip 6 from beautiful Ogden, Utah. I'll be talking you through the action. I'm Greggy Biscuits.
And I'm Holyn Handley.
Very happy to have you back with us here for the back nine of day 4. Holyn, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Stoked to be here. Stoked to watch these ladies who are just lighting this course up.
Really fun times in Utah. Didn't know that was going to happen, but the energy was undeniable at both courses, the Fort and at Mulligans. We've got battles all over the scorecards. Paige and Katrina are duking it out at the top. As we see the GK Pro drone flyover of hole 10, I'll let you know that it was the 5th most difficult here on day 4, 285 feet with that triple Mando. What are you thinking as you step up to this one, Holyn?
Well, for 9 holes, it's been all distance shots, haven't really had to hit a gap, and then all of a sudden you've got this big triple Mando. I want to say it's maybe 30, 40 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
So really your first gap hit of the day. We see Jess is challenging the top, which, I mean, you have to if you want to get a circle one look.
Ooh, and she does.
Both her and Ella made that look really easy.
Yeah, I think the forehand's pretty much the only way you can really attack the green. We saw quite a few players go backhand on Tuesday. I'm not sure if there was more of a wind play on Tuesday, but ending up kind of following this similar line of Holly. Avoid the danger, hit the Mando, get your par. Only 7% birdie rate here on day 4.
Yeah, definitely first priority is to hit that Mando, whatever you're most comfortable with. And then if you do go with that forehand line, you can't really go for the skip play because this is some very grabby grass. We saw both Ella and Jess had to challenge the top of that Mando to get to where they are.
Somewhat of a attackable green where you can take a little bit of extra mustard on it. See Holly.
Ella can continue the hot streak.
Ooh, and she's
just off the top.
Just high off the band. Ella looking to continue off of her finish on the front 9. She had 3 birdies in the last 4 holes. Jessica, CTP. She'll take her time. Again, strokes are few and far between here in the World Championships, so if you have an opportunity like this for 2.
And she just goes off the top band as well. Maybe there's a little headwind.
Tough outcomes there for Ella and Jess. Let's see what Sarah can do. Again, she's got the opposite wind. It's a little shifty here at the golf course. And she's in there, center chains.
And all these ladies getting through the triple Mando, no problem. Cleaning up some pars. Don't feel too bad about a par on this hole.
Oh, no.
I spoke too soon.
It looked like it was easy money there. Holly frustrated.
That was rude.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, these baskets don't like the right and left hits. You definitely got to hit them dead center if you want to get a stick.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, on hole 3, Jess had that straight ahead putt, and it kicked out on her on day 2. Really frustrating. Once again, shout out to GK Pro for these drone flyovers. Make sure you check out their channel over on the YouTubes. They got the OTB skins match, which we are very proud of and happy to present with the GK production crew. Back to hole 11, 9th most difficult on the day. Oh, and Ella.
Ooh, I don't think she meant to throw a roller there.
No, not the roller. Proficiency we saw on hole 9. She gets a little bit of a cut roll there, and shouldn't be too far out of position to still save her par, but certainly not.
And she was going for that turnover shot. You definitely want to air to the right. As you see, Jessica might have found that bunker on the left. That car path off to the right is completely safe, so if you're going to miss, you want to miss right.
Sarah looks to correct off the tee from the last 2 drives. Keeps it low, keeps it right, and avoids those trees along the fairway. So she'll have a slightly obscured look at the basket, but she'll be in circle 2.
Yeah, very good controlled shot. We see Holly going the hyzer flip. Needs to check up.
Oh,
And she
no.
just trickles into that bunker.
I believe we're going to have Jessica and Holly accumulating some hazard strokes here.
Ella able to do the little... Ooh, she just bounced out of the bunker.
Little body English on that one. Helping
Yeah, a little course love there.
Helping it get up and out of the bunker.
Sarah had a little bit of a bid for the 2. Come on, Holly. Save a par.
Huge putt here. Again, we've seen her already save 1 par from a sand trap, and that is the second time she has caught cage on a long par save bid. Unfortunately, it's no good. Really consistent putt from Holly Finley.
Yeah, she's feeling a little frustration there between a spit out and now an OB stroke, but we'll see if she can clean it up. She just caught the edge of that hill and trickled her into the bunker.
Jessica, same scenario.
Taking her time.
Not wanting to give up the bogey. Oh, just left. Height looked pretty good. She'll collect a 4 as Ella looks to clean up and gets her 3. Nice par there for Ella after the little bit of a misfire off the tee.
Sometimes you miss so bad that it actually works out.
Yeah, certainly 2 different stories between the Fort and Mulligans. If you were that far off with your drive at the Fort, you'd be likely looking at a very obscured natural OB situation. Whereas at Mulligans, you can still put that info into your matrix and find a way to attack the pin out here.
Yeah, definitely.
But it also allows players to take a few more risks, try and get to the basket. I think that's what Ella was trying to do there. Hole 12. Moving right along. Here on day 4, it's 336 feet. Again, the most dominant feature here being the protective net from the driving range. Again, if you manage to squeeze your way under there, you will have an OB stroke. And the cart path plays casual. There is a mandatory tree, which you have to keep to the right of. So it creates somewhat of a tunnel shot here. Again, not many tunnel shots here, so this qualifies out at Mulligans.
Yeah, as you see, Ella hits the gap but gets caught up by that last tree. She'll have a long birdie look.
Plays the 5th easiest hole here on day 4. Averaged right around par.
Sarah looking for a little bounce off of the net. Looks like she might have got caught up by that metal pole.
Jessica will look to put this close. 336 feet, well within her range.
And that was great,
Oh,
except it also
wow.
it catches that last tree.
That was on a beeline for the basket, and it just caught that last guardian tree.
Yeah, that was some great angle control, a great height. This looks a little high from Holly.
Oh, but she avoids the first canopy trees, but not the second. That limb knocks her down. We see our players approach shots. Looked like a harp to you there.
That looked like a harp to me. Flew like a harp. See Holly going to a knee, trying to get aggressive, make up for some of those lost strokes.
Again, that'll be an easy par for Holly Finley.
Yeah. See if Ella gets aggressive here.
Jump putt bid. Oh, and it's just high left. Just breaking at a nice moment. She should have an easy par.
Just going to that Anheuser putt again. Leaves it right under the basket.
Bang. Sarah's in there for her par. Nice putt from Sarah.
Yeah, great confident stroke.
Going in the whole way. continues her steady golf trend. Again, just that one bogey for Gilpin so far here on day 4.
A couple of tap-ins for the rest of the card.
And we'll move along to hole 13. 401 feet. Again, not the longest par 4 or par 3, but getting up there. Land bridge feature behind the pin, so you have a little more attackability depending on your angle. But once again, water creeping from 2 different directions, so players will have to be careful as they approach the pin.
Let's see. Ella gets aggressive. She's got the distance to get there. Leaves it wide. Trying to play the skip back to the left.
Wow. Coming after me as catch cam. We did a little dance there, but I thought it worked out well for Ella.
Yep, she'll have a bid.
Only 2 birdies for the FPO field here on day 4.
And Sarah, knowing she doesn't quite have the distance to get there, just puts it safely in the fairway. Give herself an easy up and down.
Jessica.
Just leaving it wide. Now there are bunkers off to the right, but they don't really come into play. They're further away than they look.
Yeah, those will come into play in the next hole, but these players will be well short of that.
And Holly also leaving it plenty right, letting it skip back. That'll do.
Good positioning there from our players. Ella testing circle 1. Everyone else looking to card their easy pars.
Great up shot from Sarah.
Nice view of the land bridge here.
Holly might be looking to give this a little bit of a run.
Again, she can put Annie on it. Looks for it to push towards the basket, and she'll have about an 18-footer from there. Again, I think we'll see this Annie bid from Weese. Sure enough.
Yeah, with the shape of that land bridge, it really does set up nicely for that putt.
Again, she wanted to put it in. She puts it close. She'll have an easy 3.
And Ella, who's thrown so far, she actually has a little bit of a death putt.
Yeah, long.
Yeah, and you can see she gave that a half bid.
401 feet. She's past the pin.
Holly, nice confident putt.
Great putt there from Holly. She's been very accurate, just trying to get that, or very precise, I should say. She's just trying to get that accuracy up from circle 1.
Yeah, and after the couple of bogeys, unfortunate sit out on 10, I bet that putt felt really good.
Yeah, you could tell she was thinking that one was in the whole time, which is what you have to do out here to be confident on the putting green. Ella, easy tap in there. Again, would have loved a 2. No 2s yet here on the back 9. At least for Hansen. As we make our way to hole 15.
I know that this is a lot of ladies' first tournaments.
So many new female players.
Bigger women's divisions, more women's divisions. We're all coming out here to do it together, and that's what's pretty cool. The sport's just growing, and it's exciting to see.
Hole 14.
Well, you know, sometimes I get ahead of myself. It's hole 14, 258 feet. We were talking about these sand traps, and there they are, protecting the left side of this green. Dynamic Discs veteran basket perched on top. Again, potential for rollaway on the right, as we do have OB cart path to the right of the green.
Yeah, we see Ella getting aggressive. A high Anheuser. Ooh, that was like an ace run almost.
Again,
and yep, she'll have a circle 1 birdie putt.
There's a high Annie line. There's this forehand line that we're going to see from Sarah. Point being, there's multiple ways to attack this green. Oop, that might not be exactly how she drew that one up.
A little bit of a misfire. That is a common play, though. If you don't want to challenge those bunkers, just keep it out to the left. That's not what Jess is doing. She's trying to throw this thing in.
Yeah, definitely attacking the pin there.
Oh, looks like it's rolling. Sit down.
Wow. From where she hit to where it finally stopped, that had to be a roll of about 50 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. That is definitely the danger of going a high spiking angle. You see Holly getting aggressive on the turnover line.
Oh, this looks good.
Oh, it's perfect.
Great drive there from
Nice job, Holly. Yeah, we get a nice replay of that. Great angle control. It can be really tricky, this shot at this elevation, because your discs aren't going to want to turn as much as they normally do at sea level. So Holly showing great control over her angles.
Hooks up at the perfect time, avoids those trees, and gets parked. Nice drive there from Holly. Again, wants to keep this low, and it hovers above the hill, but should be to a manageable position there for Sarah.
I know there is a white line behind Jess, but this creek actually plays it casual. So had she rolled into it, she would have gotten a meter relief, but no OB stroke.
Ella, right in the thick of it, knows she needs to knock this in.
There she is. First birdie of the back nine.
Nice 2 from Ella. Keeps the pressure on the rest of the card. Again, Jess, one of our more disciplined putters and consistent putters on tour. And we see her routine pay off for her there. Knocks it in confidently.
Sarah had a great upshot after that. Slight misfire off the tee.
As you were saying, still plenty attackable if you're a little bit short or left off the tee here on hole 14. And she'll collect her par. Nicely done, Sarah. And we'll see about a 12-footer here for Holly as she looks for her 2. After the exquisite drive, I believe we could say.
I believe you could say that. It was a great drive.
Bang.
In.
And now we
Super
see
confident putt.
No messing around on the putting green net right now for Finley. She is driving these putts right into the heart of the chains.
Yeah, I kept that one nice and low. No chance for it to stay out there.
On to hole 15. The 5th most difficult on the day. 572 feet. This is a tough golf hole here, Holyn. How are our players going to attack this one?
Yeah, this one's tricky because you have the water on the right. There is water OP far off to the left, so you want to stick this landing zone, but not skip. We see Ella's in danger of getting that skip and finding that OP left.
Needs this to slow down. High-speed driver with a big skip.
I didn't quite see where that finished, but it looked like it might have checked up.
Yeah, very close over on the edge for Hansen.
You see Holly trusting it out over the water.
Smooth stroke there from Finley, and she is pretty much where you want to be in these tee box areas. Really sets up nicely for your second shot. Level ground is critical here for these approach shots.
Not trying to bite off quite as much distance, just looking to get safe. And she's done that beautifully.
Just short of Holly, but up on that plateau.
You just going to the sidearm.
We saw Owen with this play also on day 2, hanging out a slightly understable driver on hyzer, which rides the wind and gets down safely. Nice shot there from Jessica. Really trusting the disc there to get down.
Yeah, you're bringing the far left OB completely out of play and just controlling the amount of skip off to the right.
And Gilpin works her way down the fairway. Should have a comfortable distance there for her third shot. See how much Holly tries to bite off here.
Yeah, it looks like she's pressing it out over the water again. She'll have a long look for a birdie.
Yeah, I think she'll be in circle 2 there. Nice shot from Holly.
Jess going to sidearm. Looking to put this one real close.
Jessica, good with the backhand and with the forehand. She's basically on
Gotta
all the
keep it
shots.
wide.
Oh,
Plays
and
that skip perfectly.
we got a nice shot here. And we're going to see it
I'd say
again.
replay it.
OTB TV replay. Jessica
So
Weese.
smooth. No off-axis torque. A great forehand. One skip, one little flop, and he'll have a tap-in birdie.
Nice shot from Jessica. Green flag. In case there was any doubt. Which there was not.
little tricky lie here for Ella. She's got the tent in the way.
Okay.
Full commitment.
A lot of muscle into that one.
Yeah, that looked like an ultimate shot.
And she's advanced all the way to circle 2.
Yeah, that was a great scramble from Ella.
No penalty stroke accumulated there for Hansen. She was just on the edge. Sarah Gilpin.
Very smartly just playing this one for 4. Puts it real close with her tap-in par.
Yep. Pretty much a textbook way to attack the hole from Sarah.
A little soft bid from Ella. That water does come up pretty quick. Oh, just a little bit low for Holly.
And as I review my scorecard, it was the penalty stroke there for Hansen on the line, but
okay.
over, possibly a victim of those new markings. See the rest of our card tap out. We'll have a bogey there for Ella. Pars for Holly, Sarah, and Jess with the beautiful upshot to get her birdie. Again, Ella able to avoid penalty strokes most of the day. She caught one on hole 5, catches that one on hole 15. She's in the mix, but can't be giving the strokes away in that way. As we move on to hole 16. It's another
speaking
par.
of penalty strokes, very easy to take some. Very easy to take penalty strokes on this. As we see 2 bunkers inside of the circle to the pin.
376 feet here. Jessica Weese will lead us off. 3 holes remain.
Just playing a controlled distance shot, not trying to mess with those bunkers.
Again, difficult stretch here. This plate is the 4th most difficult.
Yeah, it's a distance that's gettable for many ladies in the field, but to have precision at that distance is very tricky. As you see Holly just putting it out on the fairway, giving herself an easy up and down. I shouldn't say easy. It's not an easy up and down. It's a simple up and down.
Nothing easy on these greens here at Mulligans.
Nothing easy on these greens.
Especially if you try to test them off of the drive, which, again, for the most part, we'll see our players here mostly laying up, keeping it safe.
I bet Ella gets aggressive. This looks like her DD3.
She has the power to get there. We know that. Sends it.
She goes wide hyzer.
And we need this to get down.
Oh.
She does
Looks
find...
like she got a little bit more flip. That might be in the water.
I believe it is. And she'll be acquiring another OB stroke here on hole 16. Holly.
Rest of the card laying up.
Nice angle from these.
Holly might have been running that a little bit.
Yeah, when you have that sort of runway leaning up to the basket, definitely gives you more confidence to run your putt.
Oh,
but
no.
Jessica's run ends up in the sand trap. She'll be gaining or adding a penalty stroke. And
she
no.
got aggressive and did the same thing as Jess.
She's gone OB.
Got aggressive, trickled into the bunker.
OB to OB. It's definitely going to spoil hole 16 for Ella Hansen. Ooh.
Oh, and Jess just a little undercommitted after watching it sail over into the bunker.
Yeah, dealing probably with some frustration there. Left it a little bit short.
Yeah, it's always a bummer when you go for the safe play and it kind of bites you anyway.
Big putt for Hansen here. And that's a great stroke from there. Having gone OB twice, has to be feeling that pressure now. Had a good round, which isn't over yet, but certainly don't want to finish with +3 over these last 2 holes. And Holly's in.
Confident putt from Holly. Yeah, I got to remember there is a cut after today. I don't think any of these ladies are close to the cut line, but that's definitely something in the back of every player's mind.
So it turns into a double bogey for Hansen. Holly Finley with her par. Sarah Gilpin to tap out. And Jessica Weese, unfortunately, will also be carding a double bogey. And we're off to hole 17. Hole 17 played as the 11th most difficult here on day 4. 4% birdie rate. That's only 3 from the entire FPO field. Played about a quarter stroke above par. Again, water OB behind the basket, so you can only be so aggressive as you get closer to circle 1.
Yeah, very similar distance-wise to the last hole. So this time the danger is going to be long instead of short. So you can get a little bit more aggressive, but you do have to control that distance.
Yeah, much flatter elevation on this hole than the previous one. But definitely some danger near the basket. Sarah Gilpin's up next. And pushing up that right side a little more than Holly, but safely in the center of the fairway there. Nice shot.
Great play for par. Again, not trying to bite off more than she can chew, setting herself up for a very straightforward approach.
Seem to be, we're always looking for 2s, but 79% par rate here on day 4. Maybe players anticipating
Ooh, sit down.
hole 18. And the risk there, keeping it conservative here on hole 17. Jessica flirting a little bit with the water hazard, but she'll be fine.
And I bet Ella's going to try to get the birdie here.
Again, she was the only one to really attack the pin on the last hole. She's got the distance.
Yeah, it looks like she's going a little bit more stable. Doesn't want to flip up. And no, she's playing this one for par.
Yeah. Maybe wanting to right the ship a little bit after those previous 2 holes. She'll look for...
Yeah, she knows she's got a good round going. I don't know if she's someone who checks scores, but at this point in the round, you're probably looking, trying to see where you're at, and trying to see if you can get on lead or chase card the next day.
Nice approaches here.
Sarah.
Keeping them low, keeping the water out of play.
And just far enough up to
Oh,
cash it.
let's go. Jessica Weese. That Annie putt finds chains, and it finds the bottom of the basket. Look at the relief on Jessica's face there.
Yeah, she was stoked to get that one.
She has,
a little fist bump there. She picks up her disc.
Yeah, definitely need to see this one again. Oh, I think she knows it's in.
Oh, man. I mean, just bounces off the rim, catches the chains. Great putt, Jess.
We've got water behind on Finley's bid, and she'll just...
Yeah, and Holly just laying it up.
Bounces off the bumper at the base of the basket safely. Ella in for her par.
Yeah, nice to get a par after a few OB strokes.
Congrats to Jess with the big putt. It was from 60 feet, y'all.
Huge putt from Jess. That was awesome. Good job, Jess.
And we're off to the final hole here of the back nine, our final hole of the day on day 4. Holyn, thank you so much for joining me here for coverage.
Hey, thanks for having me.
We've got 270 feet to the pin. It's the 9th most difficult on the day. 32% birdie rate, 47% bogey rate. So we'll see a lot of players attacking the pin. If you're not high enough,
needs to sit down.
You can find yourself in the water, and if you're a little too high, you can find yourself over the barrier, which is behind the basket.
Yeah, and there hasn't really been much wind on any other holes on the course, but this one had a pretty good headwind today.
Island green.
You see Holly going wide, going for that spike hyzer.
Gets around the tree.
Oh, and she's just long.
She will find the OB on the backside of the green. Sarah, looking at the same line, maybe making an adjustment.
Yeah, leaving it a little bit inside.
Oh, but it's too
doesn't
inside.
Quite make it.
Yeah, we can see the headwind really picking up there. Didn't flip that one over, but pushed it down into the water.
See if Ella can redeem the card. She does. She leaves it close enough that she can pretty safely run that.
Nice height there. Probably give a little bit of a thrill off the tee from that vantage point. Here we see
Now, this is not an easy drop zone. You can run it, but if you run it and miss, you're almost certainly OB. The layup's not easy either because you can easily hit one of these rocks and then also roll OB.
Jessica was inbounds.
Yep.
This will be for 2.
Is it a soft bid?
Again, knew she wanted to keep it soft so it wouldn't have a roll away, but not quite enough to get to the basket.
Yeah, she probably had a good bit of tailwind, just smacked the disc out of the air.
Yeah,
Let's go, Ella. Get this birdie.
As you can see, the gathering galleries.
Oh,
the
just
pressure
leaves that
building.
Right side.
And she leaks
I mean,
out
even
right.
from that short, that is a scary putt. You don't draw medal. Even if you do draw medal, very likely going OB.
Again, she won't be carding a bogey because she was in bounds, but definitely wanted a 2 there. And Holly drives that putt in for her 4.
Yep, keeping it nice and low. No doubt with that putt.
And again, Sarah, once again, very consistent golf across the back nine. Had carded 8 straight pars before the unfortunate bogey here on hole 18. Assuming she makes that, which she did. Jessica Weese finishes at +1 on the day. We've got Holly Finley at even. Sarah Gilpin at +2. And Ella Hansen comes in at -1 here on day 4 at Mulligans. Great golf there from our card. And great commentary there from you, Holyn. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Great to have your insight. Did you make the cut?
I did. I mean, I did not play well that 4th round, but I was able to squeak in 26th place, I think, going in the last day. So,
well, congratulations. I know it's your first World Championships, hopefully of many, and you can check that one off. 1 for 1.
1 for 1.
All right. Thanks for watching day 4 coverage from PDGA Pro World Championships presented by Grip 6. We're having such a good time here in Ogden, Utah. We're going back to the fort tomorrow for day 5. Make sure you keep checking out OTB TV for your coverage and highlights of the World Championships.